Amazfit GTR 4 sounds like a pretty good deal for a smartwatch that costs around $200, and so does the Garmin Vivoactive 4. Now it's not true for every reason, like in India, Vivoactive 4 is double the price of the GTR 4, but it is true for other markets. So we decided to make a video comparing the specs and features of both the watches. Let's first start with the build quality and dimensions. Amazfit GTR 4 has an aluminum middle frame and polycarbonate shell at the bottom. It also has a smooth finish at the bottom which makes it comfortable to wear. Vivoactive 4 features the classic Garmin's fiber reinforced polymer frame and cover. Both watches use 22mm straps, so if you like small 20mm straps, these smartwatches will disappoint you. In terms of size, the Amazfit GTR 4 is slightly bigger than the Garmin Vivoactive 4. However, in terms of thickness, Vivoactive 4 takes the lead. Talking about the build quality and dimensions, I would say that one is not better than the others. Garmin Vivoactive 4 is geared towards athletes and fitness enthusiasts, and its polymer build reflects that. Similarly, GTR 4 is for users who need to check notifications, track health vitals, and track some sports. These users are not outdoor sports junkies and hence don't need a rugged smartwatch. Both the watches have great build, but they target different users, so it can be said that one is better than the other. Amazfit GTR 4 comes with a bigger 1.43-inch display and Vivoactive 4 has a smaller 1.3-inch display. GTR 4 also has a better 466 by 466 resolution, which is way higher than 260 by 260 on Vivoactive 4. GTR 4 leverages AMOLED display technology, which is far better to read and use than the memory and pixel display technology used in Vivoactive 4. So in the display department, Amazfit definitely has the upper hand here. Garmin usually goes with this display as it offers battery life, but that's not an issue for Amazfit, despite it being a better display. However, when it comes to display protection, Vivoactive 4 has better protection with Gorilla Glass 3 in place. Compared to that, Amazfit GTR 4 comes with tempered glass that is nowhere good. And some of you have complained on our channel that your GTR 4 has already scratched. So if you are rough with your watches, then Vivoactive 4 makes sense. In the sensors department, I would say both watches are almost evenly matched. I say almost because Amazfit GTR has ambient light sensor, so the watch adjusts brightness automatically in different environments. Another big upgrade is in the navigation department. Amazfit GTR 4 supports dual band GPS and can use a total of 5 navigation satellites to track your run. Compared to that, Garmin only supports 3 satellites and is definitely dated in location tracking. Enough about the sensors, let's talk about sports and fitness tracking. One reason why everyone recommends Garmin watches is because they are the best in sports and fitness tracking. However, that's not the strong suit of Garmin Vivoactive 4. The actual main difference between the two watches can be seen when comparing the workout related features of the two watches. Garmin Vivoactive 4 lacks heart rate and pace alerts, which are available on GTR 4. When enabled, you get alerted as soon as you cross the threshold limit set for your heart rate. It helps in building endurance and increasing your heart health. Another and probably the biggest downside of the Vivoactive 4 is that it does not support the training effect. Yes, you heard that right. You can't even track the amount of aerobic or anaerobic effect of a workout on Vivoactive 4. I mean, even a non-sports smartwatch like GTR 4 has this feature. Some other notable missing sports feature are interval training and virtual partner. Once again, you will be able to find all these features in the Amazfit GTR 4. Over the years, Amazfit has upgraded their watches significantly. You can now also connect the heart rate strap to Amazfit GTR 4. The support for Bluetooth chest strap is available on Garmin Vivoactive 4 as well. By the way, if you want to know more about the Amazfit GTR 4 features, then you can check out my Amazfit GTR 4 review using the I button. In terms of health tracking, I would say that Amazfit GTR 4 and Vivoactive 4 are equally matched. You will be able to track your sleep, heart rate, stress and blood oxygen using both watches. You will find accuracy to be pretty good in both watches. As always, I won't recommend any of these watches to be alternatives to medical grade devices. In terms of operating systems that power both watches, I would say that Garmin is the clear winner, and there are a lot of reasons why I say that. The first reason is Garmin OS is quite polished. For example, using the Garmin Connect IQ store, you can find a lot of apps like Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, and more. Compared to that, Amazfit offers very limited app support, and there are a few 20-30 generic apps available in the Zap App Store. I have even made a Zap App Store review video discussing that. Similarly, the fault detection feature that was supposed to come on GTR 4 hasn't been rolled out yet. Garmin does offer an incident detection feature that sends your location to your emergency contacts if you fall during your workout. Not everything is doom and gloom either, as Amazfit GTR 4 offers way more smart features. For instance, you can take calls using the Amazfit GTR 4 as it comes with a built-in microphone and speaker. You can also connect Bluetooth earphones to listen to music on the watch. While Amazfit GTR 4 might not support Spotify and Amazon Prime Music like Garmin 245M, but it does come with support to play MP3 music. You can transfer music to the watch using the built-in Wi-Fi. While the App Store continues to hold back Amazfit watches, but smart features along with build quality are generally overall good. When it comes to battery life, I would say that both watches are pretty good. On a single charge, Amazfit GTR 4 would easily last you a week with heavy usage. I have done an extensive battery test on Amazfit GTR 4 and found the results to be pretty incredible. You can check that video out using the I button. Vivoactive 4, on the other hand, will only last 3 to 4 days on heavy usage. If you intend to use it as a normal smartwatch to read time and sync notifications, then the battery will last you a week. So which watch should you buy out of the two? Unless you really want a Garmin smartwatch, I would recommend going with Amazfit GTR 4. I would also recommend looking into the Garmin Forerunner 245M if you are dead set on the Garmin smartwatch. I have also made a Garmin Forerunner 245M versus Amazfit GTR 4 video. You can check it out using the I button. So which watch do you plan on buying? Do tell me in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to get the latest updates on wearable tech. With that, it's time to say goodbye. See you next time.